That's right. I'm headed up there. I'm headed up Mt Baldy this morning, and I'm pretty excited because it looks like I'm in a wind event, so it could be pretty brutal up there. Came prepared, got everything. It's the end of January, and I don't think there's a lot of snow up there. I know there were some significant snows in November and December, but I don't believe there was any in January. But the wind is starting to pick up. Under here I got a nice windbreaker. And you know me, I like extreme weather. I love it, especially up in the mountains. I'm used to the Sierra Nevada, the high Sierra, Eastern Sierra. I am in the Angeles Forest. In fact, right down there is the Los Angeles Basin, not too far away from LA. This hike is extremely popular with the LA folk. A lot of people down there. So guess what? A lot of people come up here on a weekend or whatever and hike in Baldi, which is just above 10,000 feet in elevation. So, as you can imagine, people that want to get out and do an adventure, maybe not have a lot of experience. Summertime, okay, I get it. They suffer some high altitude sickness, but in the winter time like right now, weather conditions can change fast. So if you ever want to come up here like I'm doing right now, check the weather. Check it a lot, especially in winter months. I'm sure this is going to get another huge dumping of snow probably next month or in March. We just had 3 young adults lose their lives in December off the Devil Backbone Ridge Trail. I'm going to show you that. That's the way I'm going up as I suffer through this wind event and get back here, hopefully, fingers crossed, safe and sound. This is not an up and back hike. I'm doing a loop, so that's going to be a little harder, add a little more mileage. I'm not exactly how many miles. Sure, I want to say it's around maybe 12 or 13. Let's get to it. And there's the Baldy Bowl Trail. Now, you can go up this way or you can come down this way. I'm choosing to do a loop, so I am going to be coming down that way. So, see what happens. I know there's snow up there, but I don't know how much. And I wanted to say also, the extremes of temperatures up here too. It could be extremely hot down in LA Basin, but very cold up here. So make sure you dress appropriately. You can tell I'm wearing a puffer jacket right now. I'm working up a sweat, so this is going to be coming off soon. I'm still in shock. It's hit of January. You know, I could probably wear shorts. Bring plenty of water. I don't think there's a water source anywhere up here. I bring about 66 ounces of water. I also bring a electrolyte drink in a little can that helps me retain the water. So you can see the wind is coming. Nice gust of wind around this turn here. Oh man. Woo! I wonder if I can hitch a ride that guy. Because guys, this is a road until you get to the Devil's Backbone Trail. I don't remember how far, but I will show you that on the screen. But he's not going to give me a ride. So let's talk Devil's Backbone Trail. Devil's Backbone Trail starts just past the ski area, and it's a pretty popular yet deadly route, especially in the wintertime. It can be really rough when there's snow on the ground, whiteout conditions, or even, which I think most of the deaths occur by a cornice. A cornice. I don't think there's going to be a cornice, but you step on a cornice the wrong way, you're going to fall right down. I know it's very exposed up there, How do I know? I've actually been up it 5 times. It's still dangerous, even if there's a little ice or whatever on the trail. When I get up here, I'm gonna really document that and show you exactly what I mean by exposure. Also, another tip, this is really important, is to give yourself plenty of time to get up and down. I think this is where a lot of people get in trouble, not only just in Baldi, but in any mountain peaking experience, is they don't allow themselves enough time. They come down in the dark, they're not familiar with the trail, and that's when things can happen, go south or a storm comes in. I'm looking right now, that's 3 kids I passed. They're going pretty slow. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to the top. However, if they are at this pace, definitely not getting back until dark. So remember, start early, that's okay. Get down early. If you can't, turn around. The peak is always there. So there's the ski area diner, and the thing all I have to do is just zigzag right up here, and I'm to the top, and that's where I'll take a break. Oh man, it has been about 5-6 years since I've done this. This is steep, almost there. Legs are burning. Sun's coming out. You can see Devil's Backbone from here, actually. Let me go ahead and pan it around. And there's some of it right there. I'll be up there shortly. Not only am I going to be battling the wind, I'm going to be battling myself because I am out of breath. All right. But I've made it to the ridge where Devil's Backbone Trail starts. Up the trail about 1 mile, and then I only have 3.2 miles to the summit. All right, here we go. It is a little cold out here in the shade. My hands are definitely, can't feeling them, whatever. But I did take a little break, had a good snack, and give me some energy to get up here. But I'm feeling they're gonna warm up. Real reason why I came up here is not just to hike this, because I have been up here many times, but it's to show everyone, in light of the recent events of lost life up here, Devil's Backbone Trail is just right up here, and I want to show everyone the dangers of it. I haven't really found a video out there that goes over the details of it. I'm going to show you also how to travel in snow. There's not going to be any snow, but we're going to do a hypothetical. Also, I'll show you pictures from when I did this, I would say 7 years ago, and a huge snow year. I think there was like 4 or 5 feet of snow on that ridge. Don't underestimate this. No, this is pretty steep. I forgot about this. It's been a while. I just got up at Devil's Backbone Trail. Is not too far away now. And wow, remember how I said I couldn't feel my hands down there? I can feel them just fine now. I think I'm sweating a little too. All right, as you can see, got a little bit more, and then we'll get to the trail. All right, finally hit some snow. Looks like the snow level starting here. I have no idea how high we're up, probably about 8,000 feet. And this is it, Devil's Backbone Trail. The sign is right there. I'm not gonna go out there because the wind's really howling. There's no snow on this at all, so that's great for me. However, about a month ago, it wasn't good for 3 young hikers out here. Tragic story, they came up here right after a storm. I don't know if they were caught in it, I can't remember, but I know they went up Devil's Backbone. There's 2 really bad areas here. I'm gonna show you, man. Really hard time talking because the wind's blowing pretty good out there, about 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. But this area here, it's really bad. And I've actually been in it where there's a cornice hanging over. That's probably what happened. They probably stepped on a cornice, off you go. There is another point right up there that's really exposed, extremely steep, and if, you know, obviously if they fell there, they're gonna go all the way down. Couldn't self-arrest if they didn't have the proper gear on them. I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna show you, and then we're gonna get to the summit, even in this brutal wind. Ooh, I forgot how freaking steep this hike is. You climb pretty quick in a small amount of time. So this is not for the lighthearted. And this is it. There we go. As you can see, it's gonna go on the ridge line the whole way up. It's the southeast ridge of Baldi. All right, obviously no spikes needed here. This is where it opens up, guys. It's gonna get worse up there. You can see it's very, very steep down there. Very steep down there. Okay? Same thing off this way. It's gonna get worse, okay? It's the end of January, and I'm just absolutely mind-boggled that there's no snow up here. I know we had a huge, like I said before, had a huge snow event November and December, but nothing for a month. And, you know, because it's Southern California down there, sun's gonna melt this really quick. As I continue to walk here, this is where an area up here, and when you climb this, it gets very dangerous. I've actually been on a cornice up here, seen one. I'm gonna show you on the screen here. And get pretty dangerous. And the wind's kind of dying down. That's good. It was really bad back there. But anyway, I'm gonna get up there and I'll show you. All right, just made it to the first section of the trail at Devil's Backbone here. A very beautiful, clear day. You can actually see Catalina Island out there. But we're going to continue to walk. The wind's not too bad. Keep my mouth closed here. This is an area here, extremely dangerous. If there's a cornice right here, you're going to tend to walk that way, right? Well, it's going to break off and you're going to fall all the way down. Now we're getting close to the next section. I'm going to show you when we get up there. Okay, here's the next section. This is actually worse than the other. This is a continuation of Devil's Backbone Trail, but it goes all the way here and it goes right along that really steep cliff there. Anyway, we're going to get there. I'm going to show you what not to do. All right, the wind's kicking up, but anyway, this is probably the most dangerous part of the entire trail. Okay, there's a little bit up there too, but here we go. No snow on it, very easy obviously, but when there's snow on this, you better be extremely careful, because if you're not, and you walk a little too far over here in this area, you can't see this cliff because there's going to be a cornice over here. Look how far it is down. You're talking maybe 800 feet down. That's an 800-foot slide. And I don't know where that tragedy happened last month, but I'm assuming it was around here in this area. Or over there as well. That is a horrible, horrible way. Very tragic. My heart goes out to the family of the loved ones they lost. But for any people gonna come up here, you know, maybe we're gonna get a big snowstorm in February, March. It's gonna be cleared. It's gonna be covered. I mean, be extremely careful. Your ice axe, crampons, snowshoes, whatever, and stay in the middle of this. Or guess what? Don't even come up to this trail. Go and hike the Baldi Ball Trail. You don't got as much exposure like this. You can see the trail's not wide. It is really far down there and far down on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and walk it for you guys so you can see. All right, I think I'm at the final section of the trail right here where it can get really, really nasty in the winter with snow. I've gone over this with snow, and let me tell you, yeah, it's pretty exposed. You know why? Because I'm looking at some pretty crazy exposure. Let me show you. So this is what I was showing you guys here. The trail goes right through here. In fact, some people have a hard time doing this like right now or in the summer because this is a pretty big, steep slope that when there's a lot of snow on this and ice, I can see why. It would be very daunting to pass. Almost better just to stay on the ridge and go up there. But anyway, this is another area where I think people have actually lost their lives on as well. So if you're coming up here in the winter, like I said, it's almost better to stay up there than it is to go across this, unless you have crampons and an ice axe. Please, 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 please know how to use them. Because if you don't have them, or if you don't know how to use them, that's the end of your down all the way there. So bring those up. May have to wait till November now, December. Who knows, maybe it'll snow in next month or March. But this is the final section. From here after this, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, it's pretty clear all the way to the top of Mt Baldy, which I'll be there here pretty shortly. So I wanted to show you coming back down, because this is the way I don't go down. I've never gone down Devil's Backbone, but as you can see, trying to come down that, if there was snow and ice, one false move, bad move, that's the end of you. Someone put in bolt and eye bolts in for a rope all the way, which is a really good idea. I mean, crap. Maybe they should put some fixed lines right now and I can use them. Very smart. Very smart. But yeah, this is it, man. This is the hairy part right up here. Let's go ahead and go around this, or maybe I'll just, I don't know. I'll just go right over it, huh? Oh yeah, that was much easier than last time. Okay. I'll tell you right now, if this had snow and ice right here, this would be a disaster. Really, really hard. Even if you fell now on that slippery stuff, I don't know if you could catch yourself. Maybe down there you could, but man. So, this area here, just want to be careful. Lean into the mountain, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Now we are home free to Mt Baldy, aka Mount San Antonio. Just for perspective, I just passed that guy. Cool guy. But he's on the ridge right now on Devil's Backbone. It's pretty cool, huh? Look at that. So this is the final stretch again. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys. There is eye bolts in here for your fixed line rope in the winter. Great thinking, whoever did that. Tie onto that, you're going to be safe from falling, because this is a doozy. But anyway, as you can see, the trail goes through here, goes right down through here, and then exposed ridgeline. And here's our first spotting of Mt Baldy. Looks like I can avoid most of the snow until the very top. Not much left. Man, the wind is really bad right now. Holy crap. It's getting a little cold, so I'm getting higher up. Oh. Whew. Dang. Oh. And it's cold. Oh. Shit. There's one thing I hate is strong winds. I'm hiding on this rock right now. But out there, 40, 50 mile an hour, not fun. It literally takes the life out of you. And I'm telling you, this is harder than I expected. I've been up here, but it's been so long. I can't talk. Oh, my lips are frozen. But it's just been so long since I've been up here. Oh, I'm getting close. I think it's not too much further. But it literally takes the life out of your ass. Whew. I'm gonna get up there, take a few pictures, get the hell down, because it's gonna be really bad up there. Once I get down below at the summit, it should be okay. I'll eat my little snack and then get down. Whew. This is hard. This is a hard last push to the summit of Mount Baldy. Just about 10,000 feet. All right, let's get this done. Well, finally into the last stretch of Baldi. It's just right up there. I'm in some snow, put on some micro spikes just for a little bit of traction, because it is kind of hard snow. Not too slushy, but maybe a little bit, as I'm struggling to speak. Oh, man. Anyway. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not going that way. Damn. All right. Now we're here. Oh, my God. I'm exhausted. Wow. I consider myself a pretty good mountaineer. Pretty in shape. That one kicked my ass. I don't know if I didn't get enough sleep or something or what. Woo! Just got a devil's backbone. I am done. Get to the summit. I get the hell down because the wind is really extremely cold. Can't feel my face. Oh. And my hands are gone. That's okay. All right, it doesn't look like anyone's up here. We'll just keep it on the whole time. Oh. Oh. That's it. Mount Baldy sign should be right here. Oh. Oh, crap. Yeah, there it is. There's no one up here either. Huh. There's that sign. I think that's Pine Mountain over there. That's Mt Baldy, maybe, I don't know. Oh, crap. Right Wood's only 6.5 miles. And here we go. The infamous, that sign's new. Here last time, but get my shot out of the way. And there's the sun. 2,064 feet. Well, hope you can hear me. I did it. I'm freezing my butt off. I'm going to go down there, get protected off the wind, and we'll do some more swimming down there on the way. All right. I'm headed down. I'm going to get out of this wind and take a little break down here. I bet there's people down here too. Good, pretty good. It's pretty hard. I mean, it's not slushy. may need to take my poles out for this section of the trail. Anyway, I'm not going to talk much here, but turn the camera on down there out of the snow. But you just follow these posts the entire way back, and you'll get to the trail. Mount Baldy summit. I did it. It's a little harder than I thought. All right, I'm off the summit. I don't know, about 400 feet down, maybe. And there's no wind, thank God. So I'm gonna sit over here somewhere and eat some food because I'm hungry. There's still snow on this side, but it's starting to start in pretty quick. So anyway, all you're gonna do is follow these little marks, which I'm gonna show you, these markers all the way back down. It's pretty easy, can't get lost. Just keep your eyes open. If you do travel at night, make sure your GPS is on, because you could easily lose one of these markers that I'm about to show you. So as you can see, there's a collection of these all the way down or up, depending on which way you're coming. And yeah, snow's gonna end here soon. So I better get my little snack in on this rock right before. So you can see where I came from this morning. Right before I got the summit. There's the trail right there. And there is the ski resort place where I took a break this morning. All right, I made it to the sign, which is the sign to tell you which way to go to the ski hut, which is down there. I have a picture of this thing when it was buried to around right here somewhere. So I just came from way up there, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty self-explanatory all the way down to the ski hut to the junction where the road is, where I showed you this morning. I will see you down at the ski hut. We'll take some video there, and then yeah, this is very steep, just so you know. Let me go ahead and get over here. I remember even in, with no snow, I fell on my ass a few times. And there's the hut, which we will be at shortly. And there is the Baldi Bowl. 0 snow on it. Into January, crazy. So you see the ski hut. Pretty much all the dangerous part is over. I've been inside it a few times. It's pretty nice. I actually went once and they were eating. Had a big old buffet and everything in there going on. It's pretty cool. San Antonio ski hut. Well, I'm back down the Baldi Bowl Trail and I'm headed home soon. Gotta get back to my car. So, I will say, I haven't done that in 5 years, and I just don't remember it that much. I made a video, but it was kind of dumb. But I will say, I'll say right now, that was pretty tough. So that wind was pretty crazy up top of the summit and on Devil's Backbone. However, I've had worse in the High Sierra, but that was a definitely close second place. I'm telling you, it just takes the life out of you. You don't want to move. It's very strange. That's another thing to consider. If there's wind up here and it's cold and you're going through snow and all that, man, it's going to drain you. You can't have enough time to get back. So take those into consideration. This is not a walk in the park hike. I'm glad you joined me, and stay tuned for the next video. It is going to be how to train for Mount Whitney. Yes, you heard me correctly. How to exercise correctly to get up to the summit of Mount Whitney. I know a lot of you guys out there, that's one of your big goals, 2026, is to get to the summit of Mount Whitney. I can help you with that. So this ends the video here. I hope you have a great climbing season, because it's just getting started down here in SoCal with 0 snow.